Hi everyone, welcome. In this video, we are going to set up the developer environment for our first React project from scratch. So in this video, we'll go over things like how we install Node.js and NPM and run it in the terminal. We'll also install Visual Studio Code and some important extensions in it. And we'll create our first React app and go over some of the files, and in the end, as bonus, we'll create our first Hello World project. So if that's something you are interested in, please stay along to the end. And let's get started from here. So open your browser and enter any search engine. You can use Google, you can use Bing, Yahoo, or anything. I'll be going with Bing. So I'll open bing.com. And over here in this panel, you can search anything. So I'll search Node.js. I've searched already, so the result is here. I can just go straight for it. And over here, the second link, download Node.js, is where we want to go to download our Node.js. So you can click on it and it should take you to the page where you can download your Node.js. So we have the downloader for the various operating systems here. We have for Windows, we have for Mac, we have for other things. We also have some information over here about the installer for the various operating system and some additional platform things that we don't obviously need for this video. So I will go to download for Mac OS because that's my operating system. So if you're on Windows, you should just go to download for your Windows operating system. So the installer should keep downloading right now. So as you can see, I'm downloading. So we'll take over when it's downloaded. Yeah, now the download is complete. So let's click on it and it should open. It's taking some time. Yes, so just continue, read everything and continue. And you should accept all the license agreement and install. So you'll be prompted to enter your administrator password. So enter that. So it should start installing. And this is done. So we can close and move to trash. So if you go to your apps, you see that we have nothing. We have no interface for it. We don't have any interface for it, any UI interface for it, because we don't need it for anything. We won't need it. It's installed. So the next thing we want to do is to download Visual Studio Code, which I already have. So I'll take you through the process. As usual, this time let's go to Google. Or if you can type code.visualstudio.com. So we'll say VS Code download. It takes you to code.visualstudio.com. So why not we'll go there. And we have the installer for the various operating systems. So if you're on Windows, you're on Linux, you're on Mac, you can download from here. So as usual, I'll download for my Mac operating system. So it should take me to the next page and it should keep downloading straight away. Because I already have Visual Studio Code installed, I'll cancel this. So we'll take it from there. Now our Visual Studio Code is installed. So what we want to do is to open it. And over here, the first thing I want us to do is to open the extensions panel and install an extension called Live Server. I already have it installed. What it does is that it creates a local host and rerun your code or re-renders your code whenever you make a change to it and save. So you don't have to manually run the npm start command at all times to update changes to your code. So you can get it downloaded. And also Predia, if you want your code should be automatically formatted for you. I already have it installed. But for Predia, for it to get working, you have to make some settings to it to adjust to you have to make some quick settings to get it working. So I'll take a quick time over that one. So we'll go to settings and you look for default formatter. So default formatter, mine is Predia. So if yours is not there, it won't be Predia by default. So you will look for it and set it to it. Also, you want to search format on save. Format on save. Mine is here is tick. So you have to check this box to get Predia working. So we are done with Predia, also all the extensions now. So we can log out of here. So you can close the settings and also close the extensions, and we are back here at the interface. So to actually start setting our React project, let's create a folder. So I'll create one folder on my desktop and you can call it anything you want to do. So I'll call it demo. This. We'll open Visual Studio Code again. So open the folder. So trace the location. Mine is on the desktop. So wherever you created your folder, you should trace it to that place. And this is okay. So we can close this. And over here, go to the top and look for terminal. So new terminal. And if you are on Windows, your default terminal will not be ZSH. It will be something else, maybe Node or something like that. So you can see this command over here, your username and your MacBook, your device and whatever. So over here in the terminal, the first thing we want to do is to check whether the Node and NPM we've installed have actually been installed. So we'll type the command node -v and hit enter. And it gives us the version of Node we are running. So this is version 18.17.1. So type npm also -v and hit enter. And it also gives us the version of npm that we are running. So we can be sure that everything is running. So now you can clear the terminal. So now what we want to do is to actually create a React app inside the folder we have created, the demo folder. So we'll run the command npx create React app -app and with a space dot and hit enter, and it should start downloading. And this will take a few minutes, so I'll hold on. When it's done downloading, we'll take it from there. Yeah, so now it's finished downloading. So you see this over here, happy hacking, and it gives us the command here to start our application, npm start. So now what we want to do is to just clear the terminal and close it. Now you see we have all these files here installed into our project, installed into the demo folder. We have readme, we have package.json, we have package.log.json, we have git ignore, src, the public folder, all here. But we are very interested in the public folder and the src folder. And in the public folder, we have one index.html file here, and it contains a div with an id root. This is the div that contains all the code that we'll be writing in React. So all the codes that we'll be writing in React will be hooked to this div because we don't have an actual HTML in React. And React is a single page application. So that's it for the public folder. And the src folder, and in the src we also have these files here. We have the app.css, app.js, app.text.js, index.css, index.js, logo.svg, report web vitals. We also have the setup text.js. So let's run this and see what it actually comes with. So to run this, we'll go to the terminal again, new terminal, and we'll run the command npm start. npm start. And you can see we have this is the React boilerplate project. So we want to make some changes to this to be able to display hello world instead of this logo that's spinning around. So we'll go back to VS Code, we'll close the terminal, and inside the src folder, we want to delete some of these files. We'll delete the setup text.js, the report web file, we'll delete the logo, we'll also delete the index.css and app.text.js. So I'll select them, then we can delete them, move them to trash. And be sure that you are deleting only this file, the setup text, the report web file, the logo, the index.css, and app.text.js, so we can move them to trash. So in the index.js, we want to remove the import calls for the report web file and also for the index.css. And we'll remove this comment over here in the function call. And be sure to save everything. So now let's move to the app.js. And over here, we'll remove the import statement for the logo. And we'll remove everything, the header and everything inside of it. The header, tag, and everything inside of it, we'll remove it. And when we save this, you can see that the web page is now empty. We have a blank web page now. So we want to write our first Hello World project, which I've said in the beginning. So over here, we can just put an H1 So put our H1 and hello world. And when we save, you can see we have here hello world. So folks, this is basically how we've come to the conclusion of this video, how we set up our React project in VS Code. If you find any value in this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching.